YouTube? So Vicious coming at you again today. Today I got something a little bit different. Over the weekend I was really kind of bored, so I decided to go out and check the local vape shops. Vape shops in my area. Okay, I hit 4 of them over this weekend. And first off, let me tell you something. Okay, not all brick and mortars are overpriced. Okay, so I've got 4 vape shops, 3 excellent, actually technically I got 5, but one of them is so bad I'm not even going to really go into. So let me just go ahead and start out with my pick of the ones that I went to. Okay, I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, so I went to Level 11 Vapes. Okay, Level 11 has 3 locations. They've got one in Gardner, they have one on Glenwood Avenue in Raleigh, and then they have one in Cary. Okay, each location carries a little bit different. I was talking to the guys about it. The Cary location has a lot more stock than the Glenwood Avenue location, which I went to. So, first off, let me just go ahead and talk, okay? The cons about Level 11 on Glenwood Avenue. It's a little bit hard to find. It's on Glenwood Avenue, basically right before you get to Hillsborough Street. So, there's a little thing with parking, there is this street parking, there's a parking lot beside the building, so it's not hard to park at, It's inside a building with a bunch of other little stores, so it's not like it's got a storefront that you can really see from the street. So that's the only con. I went up in there, there's 2 guys working, another guy handing out just vaping, there's 2 other guys inside handing out vaping. And I looked around, okay, the prices were good, okay. Were they online prices? No, they were not online prices. But you can't expect a brick and mortar to give you online prices. They have an overhead, and it really becomes, instant gratification versus, cheap. So at least if you buy it at a brick and mortar, even though you might pay $5-10 more for it, it's at least better for you because you have someplace to go if you have problems with it, and you're not stuck doing emails. So Level 11 Vapors, they are just absolutely outstanding. The guys that I talked to, I can't remember their names, but I didn't tell them I was a reviewer or anything else. I went in there, I shopped around, I got a little bottle of juice. It was like Duro juice or something like that. It was a clone of the Tribeca. It was really good. But after I'd finished my shopping, and that's when I talked to them. I'm like, hey, you know what? I do YouTube reviews. Is it okay if I review your store? And they said yes. So they hooked me up with a little freebie, which does not affect my review at all. Okay, but they did hook me up with a freebie, and I really do appreciate it. But yeah, Level 11, man, they've got good juice selection. They've got a nice little, the Glenwood Avenue location doesn't have necessarily the mods, but it's still not bad. And I don't know, I have nothing but respect for the guys over there at Level 11. There's no elitist bullshit. There's no stupid inflated prices. So go check them out, okay? They are at 14 Glenwood Avenue, Unit 27, Raleigh, North Carolina. I'll put any contact information I can have for them underneath in my crotch box. All right, second one that I went to was Trinity Papers. All right, this is another one. It's right off Glenwood Avenue. If you're from Raleigh, there's the 5 Points area, and it's just right off this cut. There's a theater there that I used to go to when I was younger. There's Rocky Horror Picture Show shown there every Friday night. It's the Rialto Theater, and it's just right down this cut. Again, parking is a bit of a pain here. So there is a parking lot that's kind of off to the side that's for the building. So, but you gotta go in, you gotta park, you gotta walk down the sidewalk a little bit, you gotta go in a door, you gotta go up some steps, and it's right there. It's a small shop, okay? They've got a limited juice selection, but it's pretty good juice. They've got pretty decent, they've got both authentics and they have clones, and it's very clearly marked. And that was another thing, okay? Level 11, Trinity Vapors, they both had their clones clearly marked as clones, okay? Trinity Vapor had more authentic stuff than Level 11 did, but yeah, it's every store is going to carry different stuff. I mean, Level 11 had a better juice selection than Trinity Vapors, okay? But, you know, it's all what you're looking for. Again, it was really kind of chill, really laid back, you know. Dude, the owner was there, and I talked to the owner. You know, they sell drip tips. You know, it was a really, really cool store. So, the only reason why they get second fiddle to me is just, I don't know. It's just, it's all personal preference. It isn't like they were better. It isn't like Level 11 was better. I felt more comfortable in Level 11. Not to say that Trinity Vapors was bad or anything else. It's just, I don't know, man. There's more my people, so to speak, at Level 11. So, that's why Level 11 takes top bill over Trinity. Okay. The third one is farther down, more closer to the belt line. It's called the E-Hive, okay? The E-Hive is a smaller shop. It's kind of hidden off a side street, but there's plenty of parking. It's easy to get to. I was able to sit down and talk to the owner. You know, if you're allergic to dogs, I wouldn't go in there. I don't know if the dog's always there, but the owner had his dog there. So, they don't have, like, advanced stuff, you know, so they don't have, like, mechanicals or, like, really advanced, you know, personal vaporizing systems, you know, but if you're just starting out and you want to send somebody someplace, like, go there. They were the cheapest place that I could find for, like, starter kits, man. They had drip tips. Like, you see this drip tip right here? It's a Pyrex, a metal drip tip, man, $2.99. $2.99 for that drip tip, man. I don't know any place else you can buy a metal and glass drip tip, you know, for $2.99. I mean, so like, if nothing else, man, if you're in Raleigh, if you're in Cary, man, go there just for his drip tips, man. $2.99 a drip tip. That's it. You know, juice, he had a pretty decent selection of juice. It wasn't outstanding, but, you know, it was a good selection. I mean, Level 11 definitely takes top billing for juice. You know, he has, you know, but, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's a beginning store in my opinion. It's more of a beginner, you know, so it is what it is. If you need Kangaroo products, if you need something, if you're just starting out and you don't want to spend a lot of money, definitely go check E-Hive. He's got a discount juice section, okay? So for like $1.99, you can buy like a little 5 or 10 ml bottle of juice, man. I wish that I knew about that when I first started vaping, because, dude, you know how much it would be nice just to go and buy like a little 5 ml bottle for like $1.50? I mean, so yeah, a lot of love goes out to the E-Hive. You know, and again, Level 11, Trinity Vapor Lounge, E-Hive, you know, they're all three great. They all three offer something different. They were all three really nice and chill, and I really enjoyed my experience at all three stores. Now for the negative. Alright, let me see how much time I got left. Okay. I went to a store that's closer to me. It's called Capital Vapors. It's a nice store, okay? They've got an okay juice selection. They've got some decent mods up in there. You know, they sell Sony batteries. So, like, equipment-wise, it's okay. They were a little pricey, in my opinion. Even their juice was pricey. So, they get a negative for that. Another negative they get is that there was 2 employees working there, and neither one of them knew anything about vaping, okay? They didn't know anything. They both vaped, but they vape egos. And they don't know anything. And I know that I have a lot of knowledge base in it, you know, but in my opinion, if you're going to have a worker in a shop and you're going to sell a product, you should at least know your product. And the 2 employees in there, they just didn't. They didn't know the products. You know, there's a customer that came in while I was in there sampling juice, and he just bought us a whole kit from him like 2 days prior, and his atomizer was flooding. His tank was flooding out, you know. And they wanted to sell him a whole new tank system, a whole new tank, because his atomizer was like flooding out. And we went up to him like, wait a minute, dude, like, you know, and we ended up teaching the people who work at the shop what you can do when your tank is flooding. You know, there's no reason to buy a whole new tank because it's flooding. You know, so what? The atomizer got flooded out. It happens. You know, you should know if you work in a vape shop how to fix that, okay? Well, if nothing else, even if you don't know how to fix it, you know, if you don't know how to blow out the stupid atomizer so that, you know, it's no longer flooded, then you should at least be willing to sell them a new coil head versus a whole new tank. It's stores like that that really give other brick and mortars a bad name. And it really kind of irritates me. You know, it's not that it's a bad store. It could be a great store. Even with the inflated prices, you know, they're on par with some of the others. I mean, it's not bad. You know, they got a couple of $100 box mods. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it was the total lack of knowledge that really kind of set me wrong. Because when a vapor comes in and they want to buy a kit and they want to learn, then they're going to ask you questions. And if you can't answer the basic of questions on it, then what the hell, you know? So that one gets a negative. There's another one that I'm not even going to mention that also gets a negative just because it was all elitist and they were way overpriced. Way overpriced. Like $120 for a 26,650 Hades clone. $120. You know what? To that store, you know what I got to say? Fuck you. You know, places like Level 11. Places like Trinity Vapor Lounge, places like the hive, man. These are the places we need to go to. We need to tell these other stores that we will not overpay for our products. We will not overpay for juice. Okay? We won't do it. We need to stop supporting brick and mortars and support the ones who do. Okay, support your brick and mortars that work with you. Support the brick and mortars that have vapors who know what they're talking about. Support the brick and mortars who have good prices. Support the brick and mortars who have good juices, okay? So support your local vape shop, if it's a good one, okay? My local area, now there's a lot in my area, and I can't hit all of them. But Level 11, Trinity Papers, you know, hive, these are all really good stores. Each offer something different, and I highly recommend them to everybody. If you're not on the list, it's just because I haven't been to you yet. And you know what? I'm coming. Sooner or later, I'm coming, and I'm in a secret shop in your store. And if you treat me like I'm an idiot, if you look down on me because I'm using an eVic, or no, not an eVic. What was I using this week? Oh yeah, I was using a Z-Max Mini. If you look down on me because I'm using a Z-Max Mini, if you look down on me because I'm using a clone, it's going in my review. Alright? I'm tired of brick and mortars screwing people over. So, if you want to go to brick and mortar that's not going to screw you over, there's two right here. Trinity Vapor, Level 11. If you want to start vaping and you're in the Raleigh area, check out the hive. You know, again, Level 11 just had better juice selection in my opinion. You know, they're about equal with hardware, but, you know, each location is something different. And just for juice selection and knowledge alone, both of them were good. Okay, both of them were very, very good. I personally just like Level 11 better. So, that's my review, my local brick and mortars. As I go to other ones, I'll let you know. So, until then, thanks YouTube, vape on.